Hi.
Big day today for us doing videos. We got 3 episodes.
Because they leaked one, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
We leaked one, but we missed doing the vlog last week, so here it is.
And we got an editor now, so these will look a little better. Hopefully.
Yeah, which, by the way, Brian, if this is not up by Tuesday edited, I will put up the raw videos myself, and these will be up as your failure.
Yes.
So, yes, you can edit away this entire opening.
If you do it.
If you do it. But otherwise, yes, these are calling you out as a failure.
Or just put a little picture of yourself in the corner going, yeah!
Hey, yeah!
But on to the episode. Today's episode was Rarity Investigates.
Which was a lovely little call to film noir.
I have to say it was a lot better than the last episode with Rarity. The last one was just boring.
The boutique?
I watched it again, yeah, and it was just freaking boring. They introduced...
Yeah, there really wasn't much to talk about in that one, but this one we have quite a bit considering it's her playing off of another main 6 now.
All I'm saying is they introduced one new character that is boring as sin. No, sin's not boring. You know what I mean.
Sin's actually really fun.
Sassy
Saddles.
I don't like her. But this episode was a Rainbow Dash and Rarity episode, which we don't get a lot of.
Yeah. Actually, I think this is the first time.
I think it's happened before. I just can't call it to my mind.
Just these two?
I want to say it has happened before. I could be wrong, but I can't remember it. So, but it's an interesting dynamic they have. One really, really impatient, and one not telling the other what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm. In which, by all means, what Rarity did this entire episode is exactly what Twilight did on Mystery of the Friendship Express.
You almost said Planet Express again. But yeah, it was a mystery type episode, and I knew who the villain was the second he showed up on screen, though. George Clooney.
Wind Rider.
Or Wind Rider, they call him. He's George Clooney. He has the voice, the look. He's George Clooney.
Who played him, by the way?
I don't know. I didn't check. I don't think it wasn't George Clooney, obviously, because I don't think he'd have any part in this. But that was definitely George Clooney.
Figure it out.
And I don't know. I just enjoyed him because he was George Clooney, and I think George Clooney's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's just like Jack Nicholson. He just has one of those personalities you can't help but find him funny. But yeah. So basically, the idea of the episode was that he framed Rainbow Dash for sending Spitfire away so she could fly, or supposedly so she could fly in the whatever thing they're doing with the Wonderbolts. And
it was an opening of something.
Yeah.
That they were doing.
Gardens.
Yeah.
But can I say that I thought there were far fewer Wonderbolts? I mean, I knew that there were a core,
There's 3 main ones, but it seems like it's like an entire squad.
I kind of hate Soren. I hate his voice.
Why?
I just said it. I hate his voice.
What's wrong with his voice?
It's irritating.
How?
I don't know. It just is. It's one of those things like that one sound that really bothers you and you don't really know why.
I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash.
You kind of talk like this.
Super dude! Dude! He talks like that!
Hey, I go fast! Hang 4! You know, because they have 4 hooves and no fingers.
Wow.
But, I don't know. He just annoys me a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but, yeah, overall, I have to say I like this episode a lot more than the last one. We got a few Rarity episodes, which is great, because...
we have 2 Rarity episodes, it seems, to review, considering one's with Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're getting away from the main 6 and seeing Coco.
Ugh. Why is she back and Trixie isn't? Why?
Because Trixie already came back once Coco did, and she was a pretty popular character.
Look, why? She didn't do much. She gave her the threat of Rainbow.
She was a whoopee.
I don't know what that means.
A character that you're purposely supposed to feel sorry for.
I don't get that. Like, that doesn't work on me. But, I really want them to bring Trixie back again, but that's neither here nor there. But I do want it to happen. But,
yeah, and then the comics will be canon.
That would be cool if they tied the comics with the rest of the show. But, you know, in the end, we all know what's going to happen. You know, you saw Wind Rider. Don't deny it. You saw Wind Rider, you thought, that's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it. And that's what I thought.
Do you know who this is? The villain?
Did you think that right away when you saw him?
Yeah.
Especially in the scene like what Rarity pointed out.
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect because I didn't bother looking into spoilers. But yeah, during the rewatch, it's so obvious.
I had one interesting theory outside of that while I was watching it, and I thought maybe Spitfire made the letter herself because she was nervous to fly, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it coming from that character.
Come from.
Yeah,
She's the drill sergeant.
Like I said, I threw that theory out pretty fast, but it was an idea. But I instantly went back. It was George Clooney. George Clooney always did it. But
he always does it.
Yeah, and I knew like from the first time I watched it when he did that laugh, and just like Rarity said that. Obviously, yeah, it was him. But it was still an enjoyable ride. I liked the episode. Rarity brings back some of her old rogue tactics, not quite as well, but
it was still fun.
Did you buy a new incense burner? Oh no, that's incense.
Yeah, dark cherry, I think.
Ooh, that sounds good. But that is nice. But that also is neither here nor there. But and I knew that they were gonna use that piece of evidence too, that the hair was cut, because you could tell when she picked it up.
It was straight.
Yeah, and nobody loses that much hair at once unless it's.
You never lose hair in chunks. Believe me, I know.
I got hair all over my desk at work, and I haven't cleaned it up. But
dude, I'm pretty sure that half my at least an eighth of my carpet is my own hair.
Yeah, it's usually the case. But I'm glad they did another episode with Rainbow Dash, because Rainbow Dash might be my favorite. It keeps changing, but I enjoy Rainbow Dash.
It always seems. Oh, not to mention the fact that.
Well, besides Pinkie Pie,
she just danced the entire time. Oh yeah, flying with the Wonderbolts.
Like I said, when I say my favorite, obviously I mean besides Pinkie Pie, because she's always going to be my favorite.
She's your pony.
She's my favorite. But Rainbow Dash would be a close second. Huh?
I thought Luna was, or is she your best princess and Pinkie your best pony?
They're my favorites. I don't know what terminology that, and with all the jokes you've made regarding Luna, I'm not agreeing to that, because I don't entirely know what that implies. But yes, Luna is best princess, and Pinkie is probably best pony. It changes. It's tough, because second favorite is really close to first, and it changes with every season. But I enjoyed
it. Any jokes I have, you only get one waifu. It's Luna.
It's nobody. It's not anybody. And see, I didn't say any pony. But
any pony.
This
anybody would imply even in real world.
Yeah. But what was I saying regarding the episode? George Clooney was obviously the villain, and I feel like he could have still gotten away with it if he hadn't worn that scarf. It's
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that meddling unicorn.
And my stupid fashion sense. Like, really, if he hadn't worn the scarf, they wouldn't have any damning evidence against him.
Yeah, it was really the chocolate stain, and she even admitted she didn't know it was him until she saw the chocolate stain.
Yeah.
Was the scarf really that important?
Yeah, really. It's
like
it really does tie
his
his
whole
look
entire outfit could not tie itself together without him wearing that ivory scarf.
It's kind of like me without the beard. Without the beard, I look like I'm 17. With the beard, I look like a sailor. And what can you do with a drunken sailor? I knew you were going to do it. But, yeah, I did.
Yeah, but if you actually listen to a good chunk of the rest of the lyrics in that one,
shave his balls with a rusty razor.
Put him to bed with Captain's daughter.
But
yeah, but here's the thing: put him to bed with Captain's daughter early in the morning. The captain's waking up.
Yeah, and the captain's gonna probably castrate and toss him to the sharks.
Yeah.
But well, let's try not to get too far off subject. What did I learn from this episode? There's a lot more Wonderbolts than I thought. I mean, I didn't think there was
the moral for this.
The moral? Does there always have to be a moral?
Yes, it's a pony show.
I don't think there always has to be a moral. If there is one, it's just trust your friends, but...
I would say, honestly, nah, because... actually, I think the moral for this one would be, if you can't actually be the best, don't try to make it seem like you are.
Sometimes you gotta cheat to be the best.
The fact that this is the third time Rainbow Dash said that's not what being a Wonderbolt is about. Maybe you're not in the right group.
Yeah, I don't think he probably wasn't always like that. It probably came in later years when people started coming close to breaking his record, and he was all like, "This is my legacy." I'm trying to talk like George Clooney. I'm not very good at it. This is my legacy.
This is my legacy.
That sounded like the Penguin from Batman. What was that, Danny DeVito?
In the live action, yeah.
But I kind of agree. Like, I'm not a really competitive person. What I do have is rhythm games. I was top 20 in Rock Band, and if I could, in the world, yeah, if I could find a way, if there was a way I could put myself at number 1 without actually doing it, I wouldn't, because you didn't do it. What do you have if you're dishonest about your achievements? You just have a bunch of people who think you're great, and where am I going with this? Point is, it's pointless if you didn't actually do it. And let me tell you, I did. I made the top 20 on 70% of my songs. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, George Clooney. So George, I'm sorry, but you're not a good guy. I want to see him come back later to try and
Revenge!
Exactly. George Clooney comes back for revenge. I thought the line particularly, though, about the broccoli was funny. That Rainbow Dash.
Dude, what is that? Alluring aroma. It's broccoli.
Well, that one, and broccoli doesn't smell good to anybody.
Horses.
I don't even think it smells good to them.
You sure?
Yeah, like, I don't think horses really have a smells good and smells bad. They live in their own feces.
Yeah, but they might. Yeah, but their smells good and smells bad is probably way different than ours.
I'm just saying, broccoli doesn't smell good. Especially when it's cooking. But that's not the point. No, the one I was talking about was at the end when she says, is it because I ate the last broccoli and you really, really wanted it? And the fact is she legitimately...
He even gave a look of, what?
Yeah. She legitimately believed that might have been it. That's what makes Rainbow Dash so great. She's just funny.
Yeah, she just kind of... She's so much in her own head.
Yeah, exactly. But,
like, she really couldn't think of, I was coming... Like... She didn't think someone would actually cheat.
Yeah, it's a bit of naivete.
That thought didn't even come to her mind that someone would actually try and cheat her from possibly breaking their record.
Oh, there's another interesting concept brought up in this episode. You know, they say Rainbow Dash, she always says she's the fastest flyer. She says earlier in the episode she's not good over long distances.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a weakness now. I thought that was cool personally that they brought that up.
Yeah, that is actually interesting. That is actually kind of an easy mechanic when you actually think of it, even just with anything. The faster you go, the more fuel you use, but you can't go long distance with that.
Exactly. I mean, this Wind Rider guy, I kind of wanted to actually see how he flies. He's probably old. He probably can't even do it anymore. He's George Clooney.
Yeah, he was coming out of retirement to do the performance.
Yes, exactly. So she probably would have broken his record and outperformed him because... he's old.
Yeah, but he was still alive to try and keep it.
Yeah. He was probably still an excellent flyer. When you have a skill like that, like look at, what's his face, Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. How old is he? He's in his mid-70s.
I keep assuming that he just keeps breaking out of his mausoleum at this point.
Yeah, but the point is he still plays guitar like he did when he was 20. There's certain skills that you degrade at, but you don't lose. Alex Lifeson from Rush has crippling arthritis, and he still played like he did again.
But you're forgetting what exactly flying is. It's a lot more physical than playing guitar.
Well,
yeah, you'll get carpal tunnel and everything, but this is dealing with two limbs of your body. It's
so
much like
guitar.
Yeah, but it's much like runners.
Yeah, but
you make it to the Olympics once, there's a chance that you're not going to make it again.
But what I'm saying is, if you've done it your whole life, then you're still going to be able to do it. You might not be able to do it as well, but you're still going to retain much of that skill, especially if you kept yourself in shape.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I wonder if there's a wing equivalent to arthritis.
I can see it. I remember it's just, again...
Can we bring this up, though? What the heck is pegasitis?
Pegasitis?
Like, itis implies swelling. Is like their whole body swelling?
Maybe it's the wings.
I would have to assume, but... I mean...
The wings have been stiff for more than 4 hours.
I also feel I need to mention, I didn't know until now that the Crystal Mountains are called the Crystal Mountains. Crystal Mountain is a song by a death metal band called Death, so when I heard that, I instantly started going, "Inside Crystal!" I can't do my
No,
death
you
metal
did.
voice right now. No, I first time I watched it, not here.
Ah.
I was singing Crystal Mountain in my head. Check out the song; it's really good. But
Yeah, if you like death metal.
there's a nice little acoustic guitar solo in it.
Yeah, but the rest of it, you're forgetting. I'm a vocalist as well. A lot of people usually kind of like songs that they can sing along with and, understand the first time through.
Well, you can understand Chuck Schuldiner. He's one of the clearest death metal singers I've ever heard. But that's not the point. He's dead now.
That's not the point. He's dead now.
Well, he is. He died of cancer at the age of 34.
Oh, lovely.
Unfortunate, because he was one of the he invented death metal. But that's neither here nor there. What is here and now, or here and here, whatever, is that I would give this episode a solid 8. I would say that there were better episodes, but this was a good one. I enjoyed it. It was way better than the last one.
Yeah, it definitely holds up with so far with season 5 standards.
Yeah. I want to see more, because like all it's been so far, the big happenings all happened at the beginning of the season. You had, Starlight Orwell, or I should say Big Starlight.
Starlight Shimmer.
Starlight Glimmer.
Starlight Glimmer.
Sunset Shimmer is what you're thinking of, and I don't know how I can keep them apart either.
Oh yeah, and this is probably going to be up later. I just kind of recorded it off my cell phone, but I did announce that. There's the reaction I was looking for. Equestria Girls 3 Friendship Games.
Not unless I have a bottle of alcohol in my hand. Strong alcohol. Whiskey.
Whiskey?
Whiskey, rum, I don't care, as long as it's at least 35% alcohol.
We'll pick a bottle beforehand.
And I don't intend to remember any of this movie. Why are they humans?
Because it's a parallel universe.
Oh. Why are they in school?
Because apparently the equivalency age of what they are in the Ponyverse is high school age in human terms.
Why are they humans? And that's where I pass out.
I already said why they're humans.
I won't pass out during the thing, but I really
The first time you kept asking, why are their skin colors so weird?
Yeah, like Rainbow Dash was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around her neck or something.
Rainbow Dash, breathe!
You have to breathe, Dash!
No, the way I think of it is, in order to explain away in my own head, they're the next town over from Doug.
Yeah. I just got Rainbow Dash and Twilight didn't breathe when they were being born. Fluttershy's a heavy drinker, so she's got jaundice. Rarity's an albino. Applejack is actually normal. And I don't remember. Oh, Pinkie Pie just spent too much time in a tanning bed.
Pinkie Pie is bright pink.
Too much time in a tanning bed.
She is very pink. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm peeling these stickers off,
But yeah, I don't have too much more to say about this episode aside from some interesting concepts were brought up, and George Clooney was in it. I'm still going to call him George Clooney for the rest of the world.
Yeah, I kind of figured. So, I don't really have much to say. You kind of covered it.
Yeah, good episode. Borderline great, but not quite there.
Yeah.
So the next one we're going to have, what are we doing them in order of...
We're doing them in order of release. So, next episode is the leaked one, Scare Master.
Which, spoiler alert, I really enjoyed.
Spoiler alert. It's a Halloween episode. Of course, it's something we'll enjoy.
See you next time.
Which will be like half an hour.